that the doctor told my mom that I was supposed to be blind, that I was not gonna, I had pus in my eyes for weeks, and they thought I wasn't gonna make it, And from one day to another, there was a miracle, and I got saved. I say it's God, So I've been a fighter my whole life, man. And before I stepped in the ring, to the full extent meaning of the word, you can consider me a killer. It helps me for who I am in the ring nowadays. That cold blood feeling, I have a heart like everybody else, but I'm just a deep individual, Really to myself, love others. I'm a great friend, super humble, but I have that killer instinct, and that was born with me. There's nothing to change it, and I feel like that comes down generations, because my dad is the same way. My kids are young, and I see it in them, in their eyes. It's something in our blood. Probably warriors back then, great back there, probably warriors back in the days. God knows where I come from,